All right. So this video was inspired by a fellow content creator of mine. And I'm not like prepared or nothing. I haven't taken notes or like really set anything up, but everything I have is already kind of set up for what the video I want to do. And so this video I want to just off the cuff, totally off the cuff, completely unprepared, talk about how to function in a situation where there's no running water. So in this particular situation, it's a small trailer. This is a small trailer. It's a 8 by 15 foot trailer, and I have actually in the last year have had to go long periods of time without running water, like over 5 months without running water. So it's been trial and error, and there's a lot of challenges, and I'm still trying to refine the system, but I want to show you what I've come up with so far. So like I said, this is a trailer, but this same stuff that I'm talking about could apply if you're living in a van without access to running water, and how to function in a living environment where you don't have readily available access to running water, and you have to take a shit, or you have to wash the dishes or something. Okay. And some of this stuff I've figured out on my own. Some of it I've picked up from watching other people, watching videos, and a combination of these things. So let's get started. Okay, so I wanted to say too, so like, it reminds me, somebody was asking me that. It might have even been my mom, because I was like venting about how I'm in this situation. I don't have any fucking access to running water, and it's been like 5 or 6 months. And the person was asking me, is like, how do you go to the bathroom? And how do you... And one quick answer to that is think about how did the navvies that built the railroads, how did they take a shit and do all these things without access to without readily available access to running water? How did they do it? Back in the 1800s, when they're building the railroads and shit, and they're constantly on the move, they're constantly nomading, and they have to do all these same things. Well, how did they do it? So it's basically like trying to live similar to the way the railroad navvies lived, back in the 1800s and shit. So anyways, let me get my flashlight. So I guess we'll just start with the bathroom here and then work our way to the kitchen. So this is my bathroom. As you can see, here we go. Okay. I can't see it. I have to turn the camera around. So anyways, so my bathroom, my toilet basically consists of a bucket. And because my bathroom is small, I don't use a 5-gallon bucket. I use like the 2.5-gallon bucket. And then the other thing, so I'll show you the bucket. So here's the bucket. It's the 2.5-gallon bucket. Okay. And this is my pisser currently. It's a cranberry juice. Okay, that's my pisser. And I use a toilet seat that goes over the bucket. That's so okay. Now, the way I do it, the way I have figured it out, is to use Costco if you can. and get a bulk supply of baby wipes. Like I bought a bulk of these. It was like a pack of 8 or 10 at Costco. So stock up on these. If you don't have running water, stock up on baby wipes. And I use the unscented ones. These are the fragrance free. And they say that, you know, they're made of natural ingredients, blah, 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 whatever. Okay, so stock up on baby wipes, okay? Then you also want to stock up on kitchen bags. You see all these kitchen bags? And you want to use these liberally. That's why you want to stock up on them. So I got like a big ass pack of these. I got like 6 or 8 of these giant fucking rolls of garbage bags, kitchen garbage bags. And then, okay, then you also, of course, toilet paper. Then what I got is, these are cedar wood chips or pine. I think they're cedar. This is basically bedding for pets like rabbits. So if you have a pet rabbit, they love this shit, and you put this in the cage, the rabbit cage, and then when the rabbit takes a shit or a piss, this stuff absorbs all that and stuff. It does, you know, blah blah blah. Similar stuff you use if you're gonna make a compostable, you know, toilet. So anyways, you can buy a fucking massive package of this for 20 bucks. And I bought that. I've only used maybe not even a third of that package. Okay. And the package is air sealed and compressed, and it's full of this cedar stuff, and it smells really good also. So I have a whole bunch of that in a tote. I keep it in a tote outside. And the package is about as big as this. Okay? But it's super lightweight. And but anyways, that brings me to this. If you are without running water, then you're going to need, obviously, some of these. I've got like 3 or 4 of them. One of them is glass. That's the one that I try to drink. That's my drinking water. But anyways, so I got 3 or 4 5 to 7 gallon water jugs, and you just fill them up and keep them with you. Okay. So and then here's some other supplies you'll need if you're in a situation where you don't have access to clean running water. Well, these. And again, Costco. I'll go to Costco. I can get 6 of these for super cheap. So I stock up on these. These are all fucking supplies that I stocked up on because I'm without running water. Then you've got distilled white vinegar in bulk. Okay. So before I go into the process of how I take a shit, okay, let's look at the kitchen area. Now I haven't cleaned, so my place is a mess. But here I got my dirty dishes, okay? So ideally, which I'm kind of lazy or whatever. Ideally, you want to clean the dish right after you use it, because now, see, those have been sitting, so now I'm going to have to use water and soap and wash them. But if I were smart, as soon as I'm done using the dish, I would use this and clean the dish. So this is half distilled white vinegar, the cleaning vinegar, and half water with, which brings me to another thing that you might really want to invest in if you're without clean running water, is essential oils. The best essential oil, I believe, for this mixture, this dishwashing mixture, is eucalyptus. Right here I have peppermint. I have 2 peppermints, I believe. Yeah, these are 2 peppermint, but peppermint works. Actually, I have 3 or 4 peppermints. Anyways, mostly what that's for is because vinegar stinks. Yeah. But eucalyptus is also good for cleaning. So this is one half water, one half distilled vinegar, and then you know, however many drops of eucalyptus you want to put in here, and then you anytime you use it, you just do this a little bit, and then you spray. You know, really, what the best way to do it is to just use a little bit of water to get the milk or whatever's in the bowl, kind of get it out, and then you spray the bowl, and then you wipe it down. Which brings me to another thing that you want to likely invest in, that I have found useful in investing in, is these kind of paper towels. I think they're called mechanics or something, because you can reuse these. So I got like 3 rolls of these, and then every time I use it to wash a dish or whatever, I throw it in my dirty clothes hamper, and then I wash these and reuse them all the time. So I got a bunch of these in my kitchen, okay? And so you wipe it out with one of those, and it's clean. That's it. And you do the same thing with the spoon. So if I eat a bowl of cereal, as soon as I'm done, you know, I make sure that it doesn't have milk or shit left in it. And then I take the spray bottle, spray it, and spray the spoon. And then I take one of these trusty, whatever, these mechanic fucking paper towels, and just wipe it off. And then that's it. And you can do that with a pot. Like if I make some macaroni and cheese, it's the same thing, you know. So, what else is, I'm trying to think, because this is a lot that I'm covering. Oh yeah, I was going to say, going back to essential oils, so like eucalyptus and possibly even like peppermint, you put a couple drops of the eucalyptus essential oil on a baby wipe, and you can do a bird bath. You can just do a bird bath using baby wipes. And you know, you don't want to put eucalyptus on your fucking ball sack or whatever like that. Probably not, you know, but like it's very good for your feet. So if you don't have access to running water and you're trying to get clean, you can take this and put a couple drops on a baby wipe and thoroughly clean your feet. Really good. It's very good at cleaning feet, and the essential oil helps to, you know, get rid of all the bacteria and shit that's on your dirty feet. Okay. So now let's get to taking a shit. So when I take a shit, if I don't have access to clean running water, I'm using this. And of course, you know, you line the bucket with with one of these kitchen bags. So I'll go ahead and do that for posterity. So, you know, you just open up. And you know, you get you don't want to get the cheap bags. If you can avoid it, don't get the cheap bags. You don't want to go cheap on this stuff if you can avoid it. You want to get the better quality stuff, because we're talking about, you know, taking a shit and everything. So obviously, but for those that may be less familiar with this concept, you know, there it is, and you can double bag it. It might be better to double bag it. So then you do your business, right? And, well, first of all, before you do your business, once you get the bag in the bucket, what I do is I'll take about 1/4 of this or more, 1/3 of this, and put it in the bucket, put it in the bottom. So then you got your wood chips in the fucking thing. And again, they're used to absorb all the bacteria, and it smells good. So anyways, so then you get, you know, like a 1/3 of this in the bottom of the bucket. Then you do your business, and then what I do is I'll take another maybe 1/4 or 1/3 of this amount and throw it on the top of it. And then I'll double bag it. I'll pull it out of the bucket and triple bag it, double or triple bag it, depending on how much supplies I have, etc. And and then you know, tie it up real good. Tie it up. Then what you want to do, what I have learned is, you get something like this. Now these don't work all that bad. These actually work pretty good. I got this at Walmart for like $7. It has the rubber seal. You can see the gray rubber seal around the, see that? So it's airtight. So you put, once you've done your business and you got it triple bagged with the cedar and stuff, then if you got one of these, you put it in this, and then the lid seals it, so there is no stank coming out of it, right? Then obviously this goes outside. Okay. And the purpose for this though is, okay, let me put this outside. All right, that's outside. Okay, now the purpose, one of the main purposes of that is when because if I'm not near a dumpster and I want to throw that fucking thing away, I don't want it in my car because it'll smell at my car. But if I have one of those little containers that seals it, well, then it's not going to be putting that smell in my car. So then I can put it in my car, drive to the nearest gas station, pull up to the gas pump like I'm going to get gas, and then just, you know, throw it in the garbage can next to the gas pump and then drive off, you know. So, and then another thing you want to invest in, because once you're done taking your shit, if you don't have access to running water, hand sanitizer. So, you know, and I'm handling the bucket and the shit and everything. And so then, you know, just pump the hand sanitizer. It's just like, instead of washing your hands in a sink, that's what you're doing. Boom. Now there's that, okay? So, and then, because when you're taking a shit, you know, when you're done, here's some Nag Champa. You get Nag Champa. You light up some Nag Champa, or you can use the trusty, you know, whatever. Why can't I not remember the name of this shit? Sage. And then, or, you know, so I've got a lot of this. This is that cedar stuff, or whatever. I can't remember, what is that called? I found it in sticks. It's usually like in, you guys know what that's called. I don't know. I don't really necessarily care what it's called. But it's like an incense type of thing. A lot of times it comes in these little sticks. I think I've got the sticks here somewhere. Yeah, here they are. No. Shit, where are they? I don't know. But anyways, and I'm sure I've missed something, but let's just do a quick recap. So you want incense, sage, things like this, because, you know, for obvious reasons, because poop smells, and you don't want poop stinking up your place. What are all the supplies you need? Okay, bags. So you need bags. Lots of these. Bucket. The small one works as good, if not, I think it's better. The small one is better than the 5-gallon bucket because it's space conscious. It's taking up less space. So you need the bucket, the bags, essential oils, incense, obviously toilet paper, and baby wipes. You know, the baby wipes. I don't know where I put them. And distilled white vinegar for your dishes. But anyways, like I said, I'm sure I missed some stuff. But yeah, this is like how if you know, somebody asked me that because I was venting, because I have been like without running water now for like 7 months, and I had to figure all this out. And somebody was asking me, well, how do you do that? And again, it's kind of like, you know, trying to figure out, well, how would they do it back in, how would the Navy fucking railroad workers do all this stuff back in the day? Because you know, there was a time where there wasn't toilets and sinks and shit. But anyways, yeah. And then of course you're gonna need water dispensers and shit like this. But anyways, that's about all I can think. Oh, and that container, that sealed container that I put my bag of shit in. You know, these are all things that have really, really, you know, made it happen. So.